Well, hello there, everyone.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow!
What the f...
It's a Futurama reference.
That's,
No, I was gonna say, you noob.
that'd be great
No,
if
I'm just
I,
opening with a Futurama
if I were in the
reference.
now. You kids in your Futurama.
Yeah,
Hey.
that up-to-date thing that all the kids are watching. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I'm staying hit with them.
Yeah, hey
chat.
guys.
Yeah.
How's everybody? How's everybody doing? How's everybody dingling dongling this fine Monday?
Howdy diddly doodly.
I can hear them chatting right now
Yeah.
in the tavern.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Got that
Oh, yeah.
dank tavern ambience. Nice. Yeah, hey guys.
Yeah.
It's your good old Monday loading dice.
It's your
I'm
good
at
old
ya.
boys.
It's your boy.
We got the Tarippa. We got the Frostington. We got Frostington Jr. Wait, what? And we got Whiskey.
Yeah, Frostington Jr. Frostington Jr. is a very interesting story.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Oh, Music Writer. You finally made it. Yes.
Fan-diddly-tastic.
We got him in. Yeah.
yes.
So I will for those of you who this is your first time, and those of you who maybe just need a bit of a refresher when we actually get into it, I'll be giving like a little mini recap as well of everything that has transpired,
Sweet.
so that we may
Yes.
elucidate everybody before jumping into the game.
I love that
Trying
word.
to see what you crazy bastards do around here.
I love
Well,
that
it's
word.
mostly in terms that you love elucidate. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
word, isn't it? I think if I had a sword, like in real life, if I had a magic sword, I would call it the elucidator.
Yeah,
So good. But yeah,
Yeah.
the most crazy of the two bastards here in this shit show is Gideon Clive, the fourth. He is the craziest. Dimble is the one who tries to bring in the reins, and by bring in the reins, not like a normal person. In any other party, Dimble would be the oddest bull.
Yeah.
In the basket. But in this one,
Yep.
Gideon just is.
Takes a cake.
Well, he's a cube. He's a cube in that basket of balls.
Yeah, he's a square, but if you call him a square, he'll skin you alive.
I like to think he's reflecting as weird as my real life is right now.
You're trying to get a really esoteric pet as Gideon?
Yeah. For anybody who only watches the loading dice streams, what's in the bucket?
So,
What's in the bucket?
we were streaming yesterday, and I kept hearing this, like, squeaking, and I looked over to my left, and there was this, like, little baby mouse that was, like, this big. And he kept walking up to me and, like, you know, chilling, and I was like, this is weird, Bijan. There is a baby mouse.
Yeah.
And you know, I kind of just continued on with the stream, and I was like, "What the fuck? This is so stupid." I don't know. And then it was like it was squeaking a lot, which I looked up that that means that it's a mouse pup, and it's under distress because it's lost its mother. So I like looked up how old he was based on his size, and when I like later in the evening, he started to get all lethargic, and I was like, well, this isn't good because that means that he's dying, right? So I had a choice this morning where I was like, oh yeah, by the way, I caught him. I set a trap for him, and the funny thing is he didn't actually end up going for the trap. What ended up happening was I could just hear him squeaking, and I kind of like walked around and I saw him laying down over a blanket, slumped over, like really sad and pathetic looking.
God.
And he was just laying there with his eyes half open, and he was panting and sort of twitching, and just you know, he would let out a few yelps every so often. So I was like, well, I was left with a choice of, well, do I throw him outside and let the owls or whatever have him, or do I, you know, try and keep him alive? So I was just sort of like, ugh, fine, I'll try and keep him alive. So now I went to the store, I bought him some Pedialyte, and I bought him some dog artificial milk formula,
Oh.
and I've been bottle feeding him with this every
man.
2 hours. And straight up, like 10 minutes after I gave him like a couple drops from this bottle, he was up and running around like he had energy, like he wasn't dying anymore. So I was like, well, okay, cool. So now I straight up have a mouse.
You are now the proud owner of a mouse. Congratulations.
His brother is calling you a proud mother.
No. Better be a proud mother.
So I don't have anything as interesting as that. I got taken out for a couple of days from alcohol poisoning.
Oh shit!
No, not alcohol poisoning. I just drank way too. Any amount of hangover is alcohol poisoning. I just got fucked.
Okay, I was about to say.
It was bad. It was bad. I couldn't eat solids. I have eaten one thing in the past 2 days. It's been great. But I'm recovered now, just in time for the stream. Strategically planned. But yeah, that's basically what I've been doing.
That's your life.
Being boring. So what have you been up to, bajingly janglies?
For the record, like, I think as long as you drink, like, if you're someone that matches this philosophy, if you drink no matter who you drink with or how you drink, I mean, you know, it should be fun. Like the past few months, I've just like had randomly like on a random Tuesday night or something, I'll be like, I kind of want some vodka right now, and I just take like 4 shots of vodka for no good reason. Yeah. And then I just go up and I'm like, hey, Frosty, let's stream. And we stream. And
I can live up to my name. You don't know how much whiskey I drank. I made an active decision to donate the next few days to that night. So that's what happened.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
And
I love me some whiskey. But yeah.
I love me some whiskey.
Anyway.
Yeah, oh god, I'm so tired right now, guys. Just side note, I'm incredibly tired. I was up most of the night, because we realized that if D&D was gonna win for our stream, which happens after this, then we need to have something prepared. So there was that, and then like this mouse was keeping me up, and then I woke up at like 6 in the morning and rescued this mouse and started like messing with it. I'm so tired. Plus, I've been every 2 hours.
Mouse wrangling.
I've been mouse wrangling. You little fucking asshole! Like in the He's adorable though, guys. I'll give you a. God, I don't know how to post
this.
This
is why you need a Twitter. One, so I can tag you in things, for like whenever Loading Dice is going live, I can tag Frosty in it. And 2, so you can post pictures of cute mice, keep people updated.
Just a cute mouse.
Well, the thing is, it's real now. I just have to. Yeah, I'll post a picture
somewhere in the Discord or otherwise.
In the
Boxfan saying you're
Discord.
too merciful. Yeah,
Wow.
I agree, Boxfan. He should have killed the mouse.
Oh,
100%.
I mean,
Fed it to the owls.
Yeah, that I think that would have been. I don't know. I'm not going to continue that sentence.
I think that would have been the right way.
The only reason that I didn't kill him or that I took care of him was because he did this weird behavior where instead of being ridiculous and scared like normal mice, he ran up to me and like, you know, was just like, sup dude, can you help me?
How's it going, dude?
Yeah, like he was very much like actively trying to get my attention because he came up and like was in my space like multiple times yesterday during our stream, just chilling, and I was like snapping at him for him to leave, and he wouldn't leave. So I'm like, this man's got some fucking balls.
Nuts.
This baby's got some balls.
Yeah. So there we go. I'm posting him in the Discord, everybody.
Okay, cool. Can we get that? Can we get that up on the stream, Mr. Rip?
That's a hell of an idea. Yes, you can. Yeah.
So that we can.
But yeah.
Even,
So don't
like, the
don't be
YouTube
annoyed
vloggers
when literally at 4 o'clock I have to feed him.
I mean,
So Gideon's going to be mothering him. Maybe I have to be mothering older.
You're mothering older onk and a mouse now. That's great.
You have shit on your head?
You have a what? You have shit on your
head? The mouse has shit on its head.
That's fucked up. Did
Nice.
it shit itself? Like literally?
I mean, that's
No,
what
after it eats, if you tickle it, it shits, and that's what you're supposed to do.
Oh. Tickle it to make it shit.
I can relate to that mouse.
I still haven't fed him. named him, so.
Yeah. So you're not too attached yet. We can hold off on that.
You can still make the decision.
If by next Monday you haven't named him, then we'll know.
Well, I'm just saying, you guys need to like go on the Discord. Like, would you have killed him?
I'm trying to. What channel is it in?
fan art.
This mouse. Oh my god. Good. Post that, Mr. Rip.
Yeah, let me do that.
Get that up on the stream.
Let me find that. So.
That's beautiful. It's
Oh
yeah,
my
it's in fan art.
god!
It's so cute.
It's so tiny.
It's a baby.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's a baby.
It's so.
I like his
fucking-
little striped tail's cool.
Well, that
It's felt
actually
like-
meant that he was dehydrated.
Yeah. Ah, cool. You posted it in the chat. Sweet.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah, that just means that he was dehydrated. Because if they get a segmented tail, like I said, I did a bunch of research on him because I was like, is this thing dying? Because why is it acting this silly?
Right.
And then it was
going
like, yes, it's
to-
dying. Help him.
I'm going to save this image so that when I'm editing the VODs later,
There
I
you
can
go. There's
actually
another one.
have this for
This is how
Okay,
I
cool.
found him.
Wait a minute.
copy link. Alright,
When you
cool.
shined a light on him,
Mouse
his fur turned white.
pictures.
He's got brown fur.
Yeah, it's just the lighting of the two shots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a field mouse. Anyway, not to
like the light
not to
coming on his
completely
bleach.
kill our
Mouse
D&D
stream.
with mouse.
It's
Yeah,
fine,
this
it's
is the
fine.
mouse stream, guys.
Yeah.
It's fine. We usually have like 15 minutes of chatter beforehand, so that's no worries. Okay, so usual announcements. If anybody wants to make any potential fan arts for usage as tokens or anything, we need stuff like, just the standard merchant dude. You can also even if you guys want to make custom monsters and send them in, I can do art for them, or vice versa. If you want to make custom art, I can make the monster for it, and then maybe these guys will encounter it. Throw those up on our Reddit. Links are down below, both in YouTube and Twitch. In Twitch, it's like the little banner button. In YouTube, it'll be a link. There's 2 Minute Tabletop, whose maps we may be using today, depending. The main fight that you guys may encounter at some point doesn't use a 2 Minute Tabletop map, but hopefully. In any case, he's a really cool guy. He allows us to use his maps for free on the stream, and basically you guys should just go check him out because he does some really cool stuff.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Also, if anybody knows any people that make music and could do a lot of long-term campaign music stuff for us, let us know.
Yeah, if we could get like a Gideon theme, that would be the ideal. That would be the life. Like a Dimble theme, and then like the overall campaign theme. Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. Baby my steps.
He's crawling everywhere.
Oh.
Stop it! Hey, stop!
Stop it.
I need to play. I need to play a weird psychopath. Stop.
We'll play Mouse Guard
must
at some
end.
point.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we play Mouse Guard instead?
That's what we should. That's what we should do on the. If D&D wins the vote for your guys' stream, you guys should play Mouse Guard.
No,
Neither of us
Lord.
have any idea how to play the system, though.
I don't care. I will DM Mouse Guard. I don't give a shit.
Oh shit! Okay.
I want
Well.
the two of you to be fighting like an evil ferret. That's all I want.
Okay. Well, we might take you up on that.
An evil kitten named Meow Meow. Like,
Exactly. It's like meow. Welcome to my home. Meow.
Meow.
It'd be the best, dude.
man,
Okay.
this guy's got so much energy. Okay, let's do it, boys.
Yes. So, quick recap for everybody. Anybody who's first time in the chat or anything like that. We started off the campaign with these two idiots, Gideon Clive and Dimble Wayrocket, escorting the Lord's son of the province they're currently in southwards, trying to get him to another province to be used essentially as insurance for a deal they're making. Along the way, they were betrayed by some of their compatriots who were traveling with them, and the two of them made off with the boy, but one of them sort of stayed behind and got murdered by the two Dimble and Gideon. They interrogated her for some information and found out the sort of vague area, the camp, that the sister was going to be taking the lordling to. So they made haste with one of the horses, traveling as quick as they could northwards, east. I'm still like a child and I have to do never eat shredded wheat or naughty elephant squirt water every time because I'm an idiot. But yeah, you made your way northeast to the Sobel Woods, and you guys dealt with some of the bandits in there, and afterwards lay a trap, hoping to draw in the final sister. She did fall for the trap, especially with some of Gideon's accentuated taunting. Basically saying that he did horrible things to her sister. And she came out. They fought. Dimble on the verge of death, but managing to live through that fight, as he seems to have a knack for somehow surviving very sort of intense scenarios. Erwin, somebody who they'd picked up along the way, looked after Dimble while Gideon went off into the woods to sort of hunt down where the Lord's son was hidden. He found another man who seemed to be quite charming, seemed to be a half elf, and that elf is drow, so he's half drow, half human, who had a conversation with Gideon for a while. His name was Ashwell Martan. Had a conversation with Gideon, basically trying to get him to agree to come, instead of going to Lucius, to come over to the province of Trifer and give the Lord's son to him instead. Gideon declined, being a man of his word, and they went back to the camp. And the group is now traveling on their way to Vico. Dimble is fine; he is fully recovered, thanks to a little bit of help from their new conniving / convincing ally. And you guys have been on the road for a day. We ended last session with you guys defeating some form of pterodactyl-like creature, almost twice the height of a man, with a very large wingspan that intrigued Dimble, I think, to quite an intense degree. So, without further ado, I think we should get into the game. No?
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just currently feeding my mouse as I play.
We start a bit further away from the group than we usually do. We're in a dusty room. It's not dark per se, but it's definitely like lacking in color, like it's desaturated. Light streams into the room through these tall, thin windows, and the walls are almost entirely this smooth grey stone adorned with an old sort of iron grey carpet along the floor. Grey dust clings at the sides of the room, and cobwebs are starting to form. A small, as we sort of zoom in and get more details of the room, a small sort of gaunt, tired-looking old gnome kneels before a grey metal throne. The audience, for the audience's sake, can recognize that this gnome is the driver of the cart from the first couple of sessions.
Huh.
Sitting upon the throne is a man. His knuckles resting, his cheek resting against his knuckles. His other hand just prominently like gripping the armrest of the throne. His features are strong, and his eyes, which are sort of sunken in with a very sort of pronounced brow, regard the elderly gnome with a neutral expression. The gnome finishes whatever he was saying, and then sort of like bows, like kneeling down, almost prostrating himself before the man.
So he did get some help, which is what we wanted him to do.
So he's failed me. The man on the throne raises his hand from where it rested, and he's been toying with an object in his hand. It's a beautifully carved black chess piece. A dragon's neck extended out from its base. Imagine like a sort of the horse, the knight, in chess, but it's just sort of like a dragon's head. He glances at it with sort of the amount of intensity that it might like crack under his very gaze. And I trust that if he's underestimated them once, then he'll do it again. He puts the chess piece down on the arm and lazily waves his hand, and the gnome is removed from the desaturated hall. The camera slowly moves away from this scene towards a window, traveling through it towards the sky, and the clouds seem to shift, and then we pan back down to a much lighter scene. There is sort of various greeneries and fauna, vibrant wild plants strike us, and the sound of gently trickling water catches our attention. We see at the side of a river there is a man standing over what looks like a series of flat rocks, and we see that he is a purple-skinned elf, sort of like leaning over, trying to decide between them. He finds these rocks are, by the way, are more like disc-shaped than boulder-like, sort of like flat sort of slates. And he walks over, takes one of the sort of widest and sort of flattest ones, and he walks over, picks it up, and begins heading over to a crackling fire being tended to by, I believe, Gideon Clive.
Yes.
He places it into the depths of the fire, some time passes, and as we see, as time continues to go on, we get sort of like a time lapse of the fire, and the fire begins to slowly dwindle. We see Ankh like pulling at Alder's ear, and eventually Ashwell uses a pair of sticks to dig the rock out from the depths of the fire, and quickly placing a slab of tough-looking meat onto its surface while it's sort of sizzling against the ground, and then another slab of meat. Can I borrow either one of your swords, if you've got any? He like calls over to the three of you.
I just don't even look up from the fire, and I keep stoking it. Just like, what a bastard imbecile question. Well, like, what an imbecile question. Borrow my sword.
Yeah, I just shout, I don't have one.
I just need something to flip the fucking meat. You're the one who's hungry. Like, talking to you, Dimble.
Yeah, I'm just like...
Owen looks back and forth and lets out a long sigh. Fine, you'll have my fucking thing. And he goes over and like hands over his like slightly rusted blade, which Ashra sort of regards and just sort of like nods at him. He doesn't. You've got because you've been traveling with him for like a day. He doesn't really seem to think much of Owen.
Yeah. By the way, I'm gonna kind of keep a slight like glanced eye up at him now that he has a blade in his hand. Like, you know, it's just kind of one of those half like cocked like look up while stoking the fire sort of thing. Like,
yeah. He essentially what you see is he uses it to he basically like shoves the stick in top to keep it stable. Like uses the sword to like flip the pieces of meat. And after a little while, you guys have some nice. He cuts like each slice in half. So that there's like 4 slices, and then he looks over at you. He's like, I'm assuming the goblins can eat raw, right?" Looks over at you.
I look at Ankh. Meat.
Ankh
Raw.
currently has like a half of the tomato left,
Nice.
and the red around it is starting to get that sort of like wrinkle that tomatoes get. And he's just sort of like holding it in his hand, and then he like shakes his head and like starts like eating some more of the tomato.
Yeah.
You've indoctrinated them.
I think they'll pass.
Lovely.
Alder doesn't eat. Not
That's
yet.
fine. He
Not
like
until I teach him table manners.
He throws the sword up in the air and like catches it around the blade and like extends it outwards towards Owen, who like takes the hilt and just like puts it back into his sheath quite unceremoniously. And he hands out all the meat to you guys, so you guys don't have to knock off any rations for today.
Yeah, thank you.
Sweet.
And then he starts preparing. Like he'll actually go over to Gideon. Do you have any salt on you, by the way? I've seen your thing.
Yes. How much would you like?
Your friend was asking for some of my salted meats earlier. I figured making some extra here while we still got the body.
I like gesture towards Dimble, my friend.
Sorry, your compatriot.
Hmm.
Your companion, if we will.
I just kind of like flip up my hat, take out this little thing. You can have a pinch.
He nods. He takes like, you know, like a sort of like small amount on his palm.
Some
like,
of it's probably, you know, brown and kind of stained, like where it's been sort of sweated into.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, he goes over and starts basically preparing some extra rations for you guys, some dried meats over the next few days for you guys to have. I will roll. Let me find his sheet. He is a bard, so he gets a +1, and then he gets another +1 from Jack of all trades.
Oh, yeah.
What did he roll? He rolled a nat 1.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
so he fails stupendously. Probably, I think he in his head he's rationalizing this as like, I didn't have enough fucking soul. So basically, you guys have rations. I will roll to see how many, but they will only last for like a day before they go off. So let me
It's
just.
a very
roll.
exotic meat, this bird. I don't think it'll keep.
Yeah, it's odd. It's
And I know my flesh, Dimble. This flesh will not keep.
Its texture is sort of like beef-ish, but when you bite into it, it tastes almost like I don't know if either of you ever had grouse, but
Yep.
Nope.
yeah. Well, Shan, That's your fault for being.
Just screw my understanding of this. That's
I've also
fine.
eaten dog.
Yes.
Not Gideon, like Brennan.
Okay.
I was unaware of his dog until afterwards. I was a little bit horrified.
Oh Jesus.
Hey, I've seen some useful videos on carnism that talk about that, but we'll ignore that and continue onwards. So yeah, he hands like you a small package of basically like one lot of rations, which isn't dried meat, but it's like meat that you will be able to eat. It's been cooked. He's like, don't imagine it will last long. I didn't have enough salt, but there you are. Don't know if it'll taste particularly good either, but it's edible.
That's what matters.
Yeah,
That's
he
all that
hands
I
it
need.
to you, Dimble, but not to you because Gideon, because you didn't ask. You didn't ask him for any, so he has one for himself and one for you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is this extra?
Yes.
Sweet.
Now, I believe we ended last session with you guys having this body of this Quetzalcoatl currently torn apart, and we were going to discuss how you guys wanted to dismantle it.
Gideon.
Well, you made me roll to
Yes.
cut off one of
You
its
got its-
eyes
you
and
got its
slice
eyes.
slice one of its wings off because I crit it.
You got both of its eyes, and yeah, you have a wing off, but it's
Oh,
just
never
that you
mind.
won't-
I didn't crit.
Yeah, you didn't crit. But
22.
you won't be able to take the entire wing on. Like, it's just going to be unreasonably
Rats.
big, to the point where if you were going to have it in the cart, you're going to have to lose someone. In which Gideon, realizing this, probably looked over at Erwin or Ashwell. It's like,
What do you mean, lose?
there's not enough room in the cart.
What if we were to
then-
walk alongside?
I mean, yeah, that would do.
Yeah.
To
I
be
mean,
honest with
it's
you,
going to
Gideon,
slow. It's going to slow your
to be
pace,
honest
but yeah,
with
you can.
Dimble,
No, please talk to yourself.
Dimble, I'm aware that you want this swing, but
Eh?
depending on where we go after we deliver the Lord's Son, we could hunt any manner of beasts, any manner of winged beasts in the countryside.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I am an adept hunter, after all.
I'm just gonna
Kind of looks off into the
Yeah,
distance. like-
I'm staring up at you. This is a perfect scene. You're looking off in the distance. I'm just staring up at you with this look like, what the fuck is he talking about?
yeah.
But I'm actually saying, yeah, okay. Well, let me at least let me take some time before we leave this place to just to study it a little bit. I just want to kind of get to know it, for reference. That sort of thing.
That's fine. You have the night.
Alrighty. Yeah.
You'll also be. I kind of pull you close. You'll also be trading shifts with me. We're not keeping this one out of our sight. Is that understood? And I kind of gesture towards Ashwell. Fucking elf.
I mean, he seems like a
Can't
nice.
trust them.
I can watch him. Owen says, and then Ashwell rolls his eyes.
Goddamn racist. Okay. Well, sure. Sure. Whatever.
I'm not a racist, Dimble. I'm a rationalist. And I'm rationalizing that every elf I've ever run into has been tricky. This one cast a spell on me, Dimble. Don't forget that.
I have a question, Dimble.
Ah.
And this is just for
Out of
world building
character?
purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do gnomes have pointy or round ears?
My interpretation was that they had pointy because they were somehow
they have
descendant from
pointy.
Fae, or some
Okay,
such. Because
okay.
I was
This
assuming.
is this is my question. So basically, the reason I ask is because you would basically be kind of offended, since the pointy ears thing is applied to most things with the elf sort of thing is applied to most things who are Fae, because Fae are the tricksy things, and
Yep.
that's what sort of most things that disseminate through to the pointed ears. So you would probably be offended by that as well,
Yeah.
if
yeah.
you have any sort of attachment to those sorts of feelings.
Actually, I mean, I don't really care for my race.
Yeah.
But I think just the fact that Gideon... I mean, I've already kind of expressed my distaste. You fucking racist, Gideon. God.
I think that you'd be a bit more disgusted knowing that I don't think that our gnomes are capable of being tricky. They're very predictable.
Do you know gnomes? We build massive machines that destroy shit.
Yes, that's predictable, Dimble.
No, it's not.
If I'm looking around, oh, where are all the gnomes? Probably in a workshop somewhere. We should
Right,
ready
I'm
for
going
the
to
city
fucking
defense.
sleep.
Yeah.
Ashwell like turns in.
Oh, that was Ashwell. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Because you two are arguing about.
No,
like,
yeah.
About him in front of him.
Well, I always assume. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I always assume whenever you get sassy, it's Erwin.
Whenever anyone is like dissatisfied and just being annoying, it's Owen. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fair assumption to make, to be fair.
Yeah.
And they're both from Lucius, so they have similar voices.
Ah, intriguing.
So yes, so is your intention, Dimble, for the rest of this evening? I guess you're going to take like first watch and spend that time to look over the wing, or
honestly, the thing is, I'm okay with not sleeping, because he is hearing Gideon be like, "You have the night." He's like, "God damn it, I'm gonna only have the fucking night, and I really like this thing." I'm willing to basically spend the entirety of the night studying this wing for its.
Okay.
We discussed this a little after that last game, but basically just studying it for basically reverse engineering purposes in the future. And
yeah, you won't regain your hit die if you are missing any.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, cool.
I'm all filled up. So.
But yeah, that's fine. So
except for slots, but I should be okay.
I'm gonna walk up to Dimble before the night and I hand him a thing of charcoal out of my bag.
Well, what's this for?
I find it more helpful to sketch the body part in question.
Oh,
before attaching it.
Well, I've got, and I like just pull out of my bag a quill. Like, it's a little more precise. It's just
suit yourself. And I just immediately tuck it back into my my thing, and you can see that I had some parchment as well that I kind of shove into my pocket and just walk off.
Oh no!
Yeah. Gideon tries to be considerate for the first time in the campaign, and you shit in his face.
I know. Dimble probably only realizes that after a couple seconds. Like, oh wow, he might actually have a heart. And I just stabbed him. Yeah.
I would like you to make me a nature check.
Moi? Yes.
And this will basically be your entire night's research, so it's important.
We start the session with inspiration, right?
If I wasn't watching Ashwell, I would help you, and I could give you assistance on that because my guy would be good at this sort of thing.
Erwin said he'll watch him.
Right, I know, but Gideon doesn't trust Erwin.
Okay.
Because I'm going to need to note this down for later, since I think you want to make some form of flying contraption, and this will basically, like, how precisely you understand how this thing works may help you later in making that. So I will note down what you roll on this.
Thank you.
So,
okay. So I will take the evening. Por favor. That's not bad. 13. I think I'll leave that.
That's pretty good for just a
Stick on that. Cool.
Just a roll.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you so weird? Yeah, sorry. it's just eating off of my hand. I think I'm just gonna chill with this mouse in my hand the entire session.
That's fine. That seems like something Gideon would do.
Yes, it seems like something Gideon.
Him.
Like I'm probably sorry. Just to illustrate what I'm actually doing over the night. I'm probably like using my small knife to just carve little pieces, like carve bits of feather just off of it so I can see the working of the muscles and musculature and everything. And, you know, how it would connect to the body and stuff. And then I'm like sort of trying to recreate a very rough model just with a couple of gears and springs and try to get like a flying wing.
Tinker's tools, right.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, okay, so a couple of fluff rolls. First off, can you just roll me a dex check?
Yes.
And this is just fluff to see how nice your drawings are. And for later reference.
Yeah, this should go well.
Give him disadvantage because he's using a quill and they're harder to use.
Oh, come on.
No. If he was using charcoal, he would be proficient because it's not hard to use a piece of charcoal, whereas it's hard to use.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Give him disadvantage.
No, he's just not proficient. I'm not giving him disadvantage. He's already got -2.
That'd be fucking amazing, dude. Yeah, it's just like should have listened to Gideon Klein.
And now, that you're actually like trying to make like a mechanism. This is like late into the night. Like all of the errant sort of light that is bouncing around from the prior day is like gone. It's just completely dark. The only light you have is from either like spells that you're using. I don't know if you have any, or like the torches or campfire that is still
Oh.
raring, and you're having to like keep refreshing it with bits of wood.
Jeez, I would. Oh shit! I just realized I would probably be casting guidance on myself every now and again, like before I'm about to do something. I don't have to consider it for those roles, but I think for the tinker role,
You
if
could
I
have
that.
also, if you want to.
Yeah.
This would just be like a +2 anyway. You could have used your channel divinity to make yourself like really good at using a quill for all the like portions, if you wanted to, because then you'd be proficient. It would just give you like a +2 to that 12. If you want to. I will allow you to retroactively do that, because that's a thing that Dimble could do if you wanted.
I already used my channel. I have it as used on my sheet because.
Oh yeah, you did. You used it for something.
Insight.
I don't remember.
Insight.
What. Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, thank you
suspicious
for the opportunity.
Cool.
So yeah.
But yeah, you can use guidance on this tinker
Sweet.
check.
Yep. All right. So it'll be my check plus a 3. That's pretty decent. And tinker tools with what stat? Intelligence.
I think
Wisdom.
with this, yeah, because you're working your way around this, you're like thinking of how it works and the sort of inner mechanisms, as opposed to like doing fine details. I would say this is intelligence.
Okay, cool. So that's 24.
Nice. I will note that down as well.
Sweet. Yeah.
Okay. 24 tinker tools check to create artificial. Cool. So yeah, I think you actually do get a mechanism which like you hold it by the joint where the wing would join with the body, and the wing like is actually like flapping in your fingers and is sort of like not keeping itself, not like, you know, raising your finger or anything, but it's not like it's counteracting as much as gravity is making it pull down. It's keeping itself aloft, so
That's
it's just sort of like keeping itself there, like flapping in your hand as you've got like this small thing and you're like observing it.
Yeah.
And yeah, in the morning, Ashwell does not try anything. The Lord is up for quite a large duration of the evening and is probably watching you do most of the initial stuff, but falls asleep before you get to the tinkering stage.
Okay.
Just because he slept for quite a while on the cart, I believe. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, he will also be the latest to wake up because his sleeping pattern is a bit messed up from the whole sleep spell. His circadian rhythm has been shocked. He's got jet lag. But yeah, you Gideon, you awaken and you see Dimble like just like yelling, probably like happily, celebrating in some fashion.
No, yeah, I'm probably like just like, whoa, that's so cool. And I'm just probably like just holding it up to the wind, just like a little kid with a toy airplane, just woo.
Yeah, it's like when you stick your hand out of a car window.
Yeah,
it's
just... Oh, that's cool.
I think that I have to a chaotic evil character and make a fidget spinner with his tinker tools.
I think I have a moment where, I look over and I'm like sort of intrigued because I'm, we're both sort of like scientists in our own right? So we're both very sort of interested in each other's work.
Totally.
But I look at his work like, I want to go see what. No, must stay vigilant. Like, and I'm just staring at Ashwell, like must stay vigilant.
Make me a perception check for Ashwell, actually.
Yeah, 1 second. Perception.
Yeah, you notice.
Roasted.
Ashwell is sort of like lying down on his like bedroll with like a leaning against an arm, and his other hand is just like errantly scribbling in a language that you do not read. Let me check the character sheet. Yeah, you don't read.
I only read Common and Gnomish.
Yeah, and he just seems to be like scribbling something. You can tell his handwriting is like very calligraphy-esque. Like there's nice flourishes and serifs and such to every glyph. No, he's awake.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, what the fuck? Like he's just like.
Yeah, in his sleep he's writing. No, he's awake for like this is because you've been watching him for quite a while. Like for any period where you've been watching and he's been awake, he has been like just sort of jotting things down, writing away.
Yeah, I'm just looking at him like,
you can't tell what.
Bods. And then just, that's it. Just fucking bods.
Cool. So you
fucking
awaken in the morning.
That isn't me. God damn it.
I'm the best.
Yeah. Yes.
I only like other grave diggers.
Bods.
Oh jeez.
Burgled. Crocodiles.
Lord Burger.
Crocodile.
Crocodiles. Yes, we so you guys all awaken in the morning. Except for Dimble, who's been awake the entire time. You are not assailed, and you're pretty good to set out on the next day. So on the map, which I believe you guys are on, you guys are currently here. So you're like at the crossing by Wild Run. You went away from the bridge a little way, but yeah,
Gotcha.
just like a nice stone bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just kind of go up and mount up on the cart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at this point the Wild Run is like probably maybe just like 50 feet across, not like super wide.
Okay.
Yeah.
For rivers in these parts, but yeah.
Do I need to make an animal handling to forge this properly?
To what are you doing? Sorry.
We're forging the water, or is it a bridge?
There's a
Yeah,
bridge.
no, there's a bridge. That's
It's a
what-
long
Oh,
bridge.
okay,
yeah.
okay. I was going to say
it's got the sort of stone bridge that a troll would hide underneath.
No,
It's
okay,
a
that's
very
fair
sort of,
enough.
like nice long.
Yeah, okay. Because I was going to say, if we're forging the river, like I'm gonna have to keep control of the horses.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. No,
So
don't worry
we're
about
like,
Can we see the maps as
yeah,
in
we're on it.
Mills?
We're on it. So right
Okay.
here.
that. Yes,
I think
you guys went a little way upstream, basically, to like the edge of the woods, and then set up camp over there. So you just have to like head back down to the bridge and cross it, and then you have to continue west along the Gloaming Road, and you will arrive at your destination, Vico. But yeah, so it's about another. If you want to push yourself on this day, you can make it. It's going to be 12 hours. So anybody staying awake would be exhausted. 8 hours of travel is like a usual day's travel. So it's like a day and a half's journey.
But we can rest in the cart because it's not.
Yeah, everybody except for
overfilled.
the one driving. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
You aren't bringing the wing with you, right?
No. Yep. I
Okay.
think I've
Then-
gotten
then, yeah,
everything
that
I
stands.
can tonight.
Because it would take a bit longer if you
Yeah.
were.
Hauling that. And everyone
Yep.
would be exhausted as fuck. Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, Dimble would suggest he'll want to sleep actually, like probably very quickly after we get on the road
Yeah.
because he was up all night.
Well,
Okay.
being the responsible
fun.
one, I'll push through the day and take a point of exhaustion.
Yeah, I would like so you guys are planning on just like pushing through and getting there this
I'm
on
going.
this
I'm
day?
going to push
Yep,
through.
yep.
If Dimble is going to sleep, so be it. I
Okay.
am not of such weak resolve.
Roll me what would essentially be a land vehicles check. I think you can correct me on this if I'm wrong, Shen, but I think those use dex.
That would make sense.
You want me to make a
Use
dex
or
saving throw?
wisdom?
Do it.
Basically make a dex check. It would be a land vehicles check, but you're not proficient, so just click the dex button.
Yeah, it would.
Because I don't think you're proficient in land vehicles.
I think any
Okay.
like yeah. Jeez.
Dimble, unfortunately,
yeah,
the ride
saw
is
that
bumpy
coming.
and rough. You can't.
I didn't realize that I got a crit. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, Dimble, you can't get to sleep properly. You're like there's one point where you finally got your eyes closed and like the cart hit a rock and you were like rolled off the bench onto the ground.
Gideon.
And Ashwell was like had there and like helped you back up, and Owen like rolled his eyes at you for being
you.
pathetic.
Gideon.
What?
Remind me to never let you drive a cart again.
Just these untamed beasts. They are obviously of farm grade.
You're an
Not
untamed
pedigree.
beast. Ugh. Just roll over.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you roll over, and you continue to try
I'll
and
have
get
you
some
know,
sleep
I
for a
could have
while.
wasted my inspiration on this, Dimble, but I didn't think you were worth it. Wasted.
Just so you're aware, Dimble, that I'm
Yeah.
that I did not use the mechanic of the game known as inspiration, Dimble.
Yeah. To buff this so that you could sleep. So get absolutely fucked. Get effed in the A, Dimble.
And I would like
D20?
Yes, a D20, please.
I got it. If that's okay.
Okay.
18.
Nice.
By the way, so we didn't sleep at all last night, or did that count as a half?
Everyone
rest?
else did.
Everyone else did other than you, I think, right?
Other than me. You took most of a rest, Gideon.
No, I think Gideon stayed awake because he was watching.
Oh,
Asheville.
yeah, jeez.
Right? Am I
think
right
so.
on that? Yep. So yeah, both of you are awake. Gideon like wakes up and he has a point of exhaustion. By the end of this drive, you're gonna have 2 points of exhaustion. Gideon.
Oh God.
Dimble, you have 1 point of exhaustion. At the end of this ride,
We will both
since
have
you aren't
2.
going to be able to get, you're going to get 2 points of exhaustion. So it's
Yep.
whether you still want to, do you still want to push through and arrive in Vico, or do you want to?
Honestly, yeah, I'm down with that. Like, I feel like we can take a nice, good long rest with our pay in Vico, and you know, we can just chill, so to speak.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm of the mind we just power through it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you rolled an 18. Okay. Roll me a d9.
D9, okay.
Mm-hmm.
How many lions attack us? 8.
8 lions. Wow. It's almost like 4 lions. Ah, this is actually really good. Yeah, Dimble. 4 lions is a movie.
Oh, okay.
Dimble. You see a shrine. It's a shrine depicting a old wizened man with a beard, and you see a circle emblazoned with the symbol of Chiral.
Hey! I didn't know there.
You rolled 8. The shrine is about 4 foot tall. It's a statue carved on the side of the road out of wood, and it's holding out a small a small bowl. Sorry.
Oh wow.
Moss is sort of like grasping at the base of it, and the bowl has a few sort of copper and silver pieces scattered across it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Could we just take like a water break or something? I'm just like really excited, despite my exhaustion, to like go check out this shrine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, can I see the gold pieces because you described them?
It's copper and silver. There is no gold in there.
Oh. Chump change.
Yeah. This is just like a like wayward shrine to a god. Like nobody's putting gold in it in case it gets stolen, and so most people just like drop a couple coppers and silvers. Since most people who walk this path are farmers or merchants, and merchants are too greedy to give up their gold.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll hope that the cart doesn't go on without me, and I'll just hop off and be like, just be a minute or two.
All right. Don't be long, Dimble.
Okay. Yeah, rush over to the, just basically penguin my way over to the statue, the shrine, and
what's the Lord doing right now?
the Lord.
The Lord has been almost like exclusively sitting meekly. Most of the time, he's been watching Ashwell. Like, sort of frightenedly. With sort of an air of concern. Because he's just been watching him warily. Occasionally, like, Ashwell will catch his glance and just sort of, like, smile back at him, and then the Lord will look away.
That's got a little fucked up. Okay. Yeah.
And they didn't hurt him. We have already asked him, did they hurt you?
You also made, like, both of
Lots
you,
of
both
medicine
Dimble and
checks.
Gideon have made medicine checks. And you saw rope burn around his wrists, and, like, obvious signs of sleep deprivation.
Yeah.
But other than that, he didn't seem to be physically harmed. Externally, at least.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So yeah, what are you doing over at the shrine?
Okay.
Sorry, just to clear this up first.
Yeah. So I walk over to the shrine. I hobble over, and then I start walking over when I'm closer. And oh man. I mean, even if it does get stolen, I'll pull out one of my 3 gold pieces and place it in. Like I probably have to like reach up a bit to put it in the bowl, but I do that. And I just look up at him and probably close my eyes for a minute or so, and I'll say a quiet prayer to Chiral that we might find that our minds might not be clouded in these troubling times, and we might have some guidance in the days ahead. Basically.
I would like you to roll me a religion check on this,
Okay.
as you sort of like flick.
You've been given the best
coin.
guide, Gideon Clive.
Please
as you
save
flick
me
the gold
from
coin
this
in.
crazy person. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
roll me a religion.
Say 21.
Okay, I don't see it yet, so I'll take your word for that. and I'm
Music is
sure
a little
since you are
loud, by the way.
streaming-
There is no music.
Okay, can you knock that down a couple notches, Jingles?
There's
Okay, 21. Yeah, I see it now.
Yep.
Cool. You get for the rest of the day, the next, not the next, but an intelligence check that you make, you may choose to have advantage on it, but it has to be before the roll.
Huh.
And that's a one use thing, and it's like, but it has to be today.
Okay, before the end of today.
Yes, it's a minor boon.
Nice. Oh, very nice. Okay, so could you?
So yeah, basically you get advantage, but you have to declare like I'm using this before you make the roll.
Okay, so advantage.
But yeah, it's like a one time thing on an intelligence check today.
1 int check today.
Sorry, I worded that weirdly.
No, I got it. Sweet. Okay, as long as I declare it beforehand. All right. Sweet.
Yes, and today is basically like until dawn
Okay.
of the next day.
And is it currently sort of morning afternoonish?
Yeah, this is pretty early because
Okay.
you guys are going to have to make another encounter check for basically the second day's worth.
The second half. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Oh man.
So yeah.
Whew. Yeah. I'll walk back to the cart. Gideon can do whatever he was going to do while I was
Yeah,
at
you're
the
probably
shrine.
like whistling, seeming quite happy. But yeah, mark off that gold.
Yep. Are we
Cool.
done?
Yeah, Gideon. What were you saying? Because you was talking about sort of like observing the lordlings' sort of behaviors.
Well, I was just. You look a bit down for someone who's about to be reunited with his family. Buck up. You've been rescued.
Yes, Mister. I mean, Gideon, if I can call you that. Thank you.
That is my name.
He nods, sort of, like very quickly, and then like stops very suddenly.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm definitely looking forward to the meeting with my dad. Oh, like he's avoiding your eye contact the entire time.
Yeah. Word of advice, young lord. Try to not make everything in your life so grim. Celebrate the little victories that you have before things get taken away from you.
Yeah, he sort of gives a weak smile at that.
And then I look up at Dimble, like, just yell for Dimble.
Dimble's like,
I'm
coming
coming.
back all happy, and then
Yeah,
Gideon,
yeah.
you Gideon yells Dimble, and your face just falls instantly, like back to,
Yeah.
like, god damn it. And you're tired as well, so you just got these bags under your eyes. You're
Yeah.
like in that one moment, like all of your face was just smooth and happy.
Yeah.
And then like Gideon goes like Dimble, and your face just like goes to instantly like tired. Yeah, it's good.
Death. I get back. Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah,
"Ugh."
you get back on the cart. You guys travel for another 8 or so hours, and darkness begins to sort of like dim the sky. And I would like you guys to roll me another d20.
Go
Yep.
ahead, Dimble. Roll
Yep.
it. I
Before
would,
I-
but I have a small critter in my hands.
Oh, jeez. If would I
Can't
be
use
able?
inspiration on the random
I'm not going
encounter
to.
or
No.
guidance.
I wasn't going to ask that. No. No.
Okay, cool.
For I don't know why I'm having so much trouble getting this out.
Hmm?
Could I try to sleep again during the second period of the day, or is Gideon's
If it
driving
wasn't
just
in that
terrible?
one, I would say
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So 14.
It's not me, it's the pedigree of the horse.
And this is
Bastard.
nighttime, so this is 14 is worse for you.
Okay,
guys.
we're traveling the night. Oh boy,
Let me just see.
Ruh-roh.
Okay. You catch the scent of death drifting through the air, and it's more pungent than the usual one that sort of hangs around Gideon. And as you guys continue onwards, which one of you has the highest perception? Gimble's is 13,
Mm-hmm.
and Gideon's is 15. Gideon,
Nice.
you see a pair of legs sticking out of a bush.
Uh-oh.
What
Like
sort of leg?
just off to the side of the road. They're definitely not like halfling or gnome. They're humanoid of a medium-sized humanoid to some degree, though you can't really tell. The rest of the body seems to be mostly in the bush.
I'll stop the cart and just
Mhm.
torch. Torch, Dimble.
Torch. Right. Okay. Can thaumaturgy create fire? I forgot.
I think thaumaturgy can snuff out fire. I know prestidigitation
Yep.
can.
I know that.
I think it
Prestige-
can. I think thaumaturgy can enhance fire. I don't think it can create it.
think you're
Causes
right.
flames to flicker, brighten, or
Yep,
dim. or
can't
change
make it.
color. Yeah, you
So
can't make it.
I'm going to.
Prestidigitation can, but thaumaturgy can't.
I don't think I have anything that'll help me make a fire, so I'm just gonna rifle through my pack like torch. I hand him the torch.
Yes.
Lit torch, Dimble.
Yeah, I can't do that.
1 second. Ashwell, like, out of his pack, pulls out a small tinderbox and, like, starts lighting, like, a little bundle of sticks, and then, like, eventually, like, gets them on fire and like then lights the torch like from another stick. Yeah, eventually the torch gets lit with Ashrel's help.
I gotcha. And I just kind of like extend my hand at the back, reaching for it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put my hand on my sword and just. We have carrion in the road. See to your blades. Watch the Lord. I'm gonna sniff it out.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, I would like to creep up to the corpse.
Creepy girl.
Okay, roll me a stealth check just because you're keeping low. Okay.
Ready my
17,
shield
nice.
and mace.
Also, never mind. Don't worry. Cool. So yeah, you head over, and you get basically up to the point where you're, if you want to be like right next to the legs of this person.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to look at it. What's going on?
Yeah. If you want to sort of pull the body out a bit more, so you can get a clearer look at
Yeah,
the sort of
I grab
head
it by the
Yeah.
boot and drag him out.
Yeah. You pull out the body, and it reveals to be sort of the build or sort of stockiness of a younger man, maybe 18, 19. There's a sack, like a Hessian bag, tied tightly around his head, and it's stained with blood. There is sort of like red, painful, as you look, because you have 15 passive perception. You see sort of red, painful friction marks made by rope around his neck, and a sign is hung around his neck. In common, it reads, "Those with tongues that are loose get hung in a noose." And there's a symbol emblazoned in the bottom corner of of one that you I think you guys have seen before.
What's can I check his pockets, or is he naked?
Yeah, you can check his pockets. Roll me an investigation. So it is this symbol, which I have described to you before but not shown to you.
Yeah.
It is the wolf's head with the forked tongue, which is the guild that you guys walked into when you guys met Owen.
Blackwell.
Gotcha.
Yep. But yeah, you got a 9. Okay, roll me a d10. Okay, you get 1 silver piece.
All right, perfect.
It's just sort of floating about in his pocket. It doesn't really seem to be something that someone would use as currency. It seems like a bit odd. Like it seems like there's like special sort of carvings in it and stuff that it's probably like more sentimental value than actual something that you would use for money. Owen like looks over from the car. What do you want, corpseman?
It's one of yours.
He like jumps off and starts heading over. He makes his way over. Let me roll an intelligence check because he's not that high up a member in their order. Owen, you fuck. Let's see how you do. Yeah, he beat the 10. So yeah, he looks over. He's like, oh yeah, remember when fuck, I'm trying to remember his name. Do you remember when Ander, the captain, said that I better give some of the dividends from this mission back to the guild?
Yes, I'm assuming this unfortunate did not.
Something similar, as he like points to the sign. I'm assuming this one did something exceedingly more than I would.
Well, considering that he's your brother, he's your
I don't fucking
responsibility
know.
to drag out of the road.
He's not from fucking Fenrir, I don't know him. It's way further north than our area.
I forgot the goddamn saying about birds of whatever the fuck. I was
Birds
gonna
of a
say.
Birds of a
feather
feather
flock
flock
together.
together.
Yeah, birds of a feather flock together, Erwin.
Fuck together.
Then you should probably move him then, shouldn't you, corpseman? Like pats you on the shoulder and starts walking away.
Ooh, shit! Very well. I just walk away from the body, and I will drive over it, and we will get a nasty crunch if we go over his legs.
Dimble was finally getting to sleep
Oh.
again. and
So good.
Because the cart stopped moving, right? So
Yeah.
Dimble's like, finally.
So
He's
good.
like sitting back, and then like just like a horrible crunch.
Yeah,
as
there's
the
just a-
cartwheel like goes
Ah!
and it just dots, and you're just like, ah! Like,
Yeah.
you just wake up, and you just hear like sort of the squelching as it goes over the second wheel of like of flesh and just sinew.
Oh
crushed.
god. Why me? Why me, Kyra? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Just kind of
think-
go over it with that, that crunch, like, like.
You guys will make it to Vico without being assailed and with only finding a couple interesting things.
Oh my dear God!
You rolled just good enough not to get roasted in the night.
Thank heavens.
One lower would have got you roasted. So, I think this is a good point to take a break since it's been an hour and we're about to arrive into Vico. We will open up with that.
The city.
So, I think we'll have a 5-minute break. Anybody who wants to, both in chat and us, wants to grab a drink, go to the bathroom, anything like that, now is the time. Now is your time to be free.
Indily-dooley.
Well,
How is everybody?
I can only be so free.
Oh! He has a
Kratos
child!
is asking about the mouse, but clearly that his questions have been answered.
Yep, there you go.
He's doing quite well. He likes to chill on my hand. Like I said, this is a wild mouse, everybody. This isn't a domesticated mouse. I caught this. This is a wild mouse, and yes, it is chilling out in my hand.
Have you taken it to a vet yet?
No, but it